Okay, so we are going to be starting on the next piece of the lab setup. And yes, this lab is intense because there are 8 machines to set up and there's so many different components. But the more time we spend with the setup, the less likely we're going to have an issue later. So again, this is going to be going over the Microsoft Official Academic Course, Configuring Windows Devices for Exam 70-697. And this is going to be the lab setup. We've currently set up the domain controller and the first server. Now I have the second server powered off. We have to add 2 more servers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply right click and clone. Call this lon-svr2. And then we're going to go ahead and do next and clone. And I'm going to pause the video while we wait for that to clone. Okay, that didn't take but a couple of minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and power on server 2. And go into device, optical, maybe ISO. Which probably why it took a little bit longer than I thought, because the ISO may have been attached. I'm going to minimize this for just a second. Go back into here and my settings, storage. Yeah, this is the ISO, which we don't need. Remove attachment, and then OK. And let's go back to server 2. And we're going to do so this is coming up as server 1, even though it says server 2, so we're going to have to make some adjustments here. Okay, so here we are. Again, it's still labeled as server 2. Let's go into local server. And we're going to click on here. You'll see it's already connected to the domain. So we're just going to do a change. Change this to server 2, and then OK. OK. Close. Restart later. The other thing I need to change is the IP address. It's going to be 1.2. And then OK. And then close. Close. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this machine off, and we'll go ahead and clone this for the 4th and last server machine. Alright, so shut down. Continue. And so now we have server 1, server 2. We need to do one more for the server, and then we'll get into Windows Enterprise. So again, I'm going to hit clone, and this is going to be LON RTR. And then next, clone. Okay, so again, that didn't take very long. Let's go ahead and power on. This is about a quarter of the time that it takes when starting with the ISO, so it really seems to be a real time saver. You just have to remember to go in, and we're going to change the IP address and the device name. Alright, let's go ahead and log in. And we're going to click on local server. Right. Click on the IP address. And then properties. And we're going to change this from 12 to 13. Close. Close. Click on the computer name. Change. It's going to be LONRTR. And then OK. I'm going to sign in with administrator. Password. And then OK. And then close. Restart later. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay, so we still have the domain controller running, we have server 1 and server 2 are powered off, and we have the RTR powered off. Now the next step is to configure the VPN server, which is the RTR. So we're going to go into settings, click settings, and I want to go into network, and I want to add a second adapter and enable it in that network and call this VR network 2, and then OK. go back into Tools for just a minute. Preferences, Network. Okay. This way they both have the same, they're set up the same way. So if we go here, Settings, Network, we can see there is adapter 1, and then adapter 2 is here. And then we're going to go ahead and do OK. And we're going to log into the device. Okay. Input. And password. Okay, let's go into Manage. Add roles. Next, next, oops, previous. And I want to do remote access, which is right here. And then we're going to do next, next, next. Here we want to select direct access and VPN. Add features. And we want to select routing. And then we're going to click on next, next. Next, and then install. So I'm going to pause the video while we wait for this. It should only take a couple of minutes, but I don't want to leave an extra long video if I can avoid it and stuff like this. Okay, so that was done. Well, again, relatively quick. Let's click on Close. And we're going to click on Local Server. And you'll notice now we have a second Ethernet here. So we're going to click on here. Let's double check this real quick. We're fine. All right, we're going to click on here. go to our network properties. Alright, so this one we're going to just rename. To internal. And then this one, we're going to rename external. And then we're going to right click properties. IPv4 properties. And we're going to use an IP address of 132.168.0.2. And this is going to be 255.255.255.0, and we're going to leave this blank, and then we're going to click on OK and close. And we want to go back to our dashboard, and we're going to go in Tools and Routing Remote Access. Tools. Routing and Remote Access. Okay. And we want to right click here, and we're going to do Configure and Enable Routing and Remote Access. And then here we're going to click on Next. And we want to do Virtual Private Network, VPN, Access, and NAT. And then Next. And we want to select the internal. And Next. Oh, I think I have these two backwards. I want to go and click on the external. And then we want to do from the specified range. And Next. New. We do 131.107.0.30 tab. We want to do OK. And then we'll go ahead and click on OK. And then Next. On the name and address translation services page, Moving next. Next and finish. Okay. So now we're on our remote access. And let's go to the, let's minimize this for a minute. Let me go here and switch these. So this should be internal. No, this is right. Alright, from here, we want to go into Administrative Tools. We want to double click the Windows Firewall. With Advanced Security. And we want to click on Properties. Under Actions, Properties, I'm going to change the firewall state to off for the domain profile. On the Private Profile tab, I'm going to change this to off as well. And then we're going to go ahead and do OK. And then we're going to close this. And then we're going to close this. And I'm going to minimize this for now.